Hey, it's day 86. Today I'm going to talk about learning again for the third time. Learning is one of the most important skill in our life. Everything needs to be studied and needs to be learned because when we're born out of this world, we don't know anything. So being aware of different factors that affected learning and to have the ability to utilize them are one of the most important things that any of us could have. Learning is a massive prerequisite for being a top tier expert, to have a high salary, or to change our life for the better. It's all round down into learning. That's the essence. Because only through learning could we gain new skills, could we have a deeper mastery over something, could we utilize our knowledge to bring values to the other and receive values like money and to be rich or to change our life. It's all in here. The most important thing is the knowledge and the skills that is inside our mind. That's one of the most important thing. There's four. Okay, let's first talk about the precise definitions of learning. I didn't check Google Map on that, but I think that learning is about understanding and memorizing the core concepts of something. Just the short summary of that is to be able to understand, memorize, and utilize a knowledge. Now it's to learn, it's to understand, to memorize a concept, and to be able to utilize it to solve problem, to apply that into real situation in real life. And there are four main concepts, four main properties of learning that I'm going to cover. The first one is talent. The second one is discipline. The third one is uh, learning method. And the fourth one, the most important one, is metacognition. Let's talk about talents first. So obviously, talents assist. Not gonna lie about that. Talents definitely assist, and it is important. So whenever anybody wants to try to be an expert on something, they should go through lots of subjects, lots of field, and try to find a field that is resonate to them the most and the field that they are most talented in. Everybody should have at least one field that they expel ex what excel right excel in comparison to other fields. The second is discipline effort. You probably have heard of the phrase talent without disciplines is nothing, because no matter how talented we are, without the effort, the discipline, we won't be able to build the foundations that's necessary to dive in deeper into a field, to be able to become an expert. The requirement to be an expert is huge. Like, we need to have a good foundation of something, even if we are talented in them. And we need to put a huge amount of effort and need to go experience to tons of things to be able to be good at something. The third one is our learning method. It's how we determine and how we find our learning materials, how we approach learnings, how do we memorize facts, how do we understand different concepts, how do we link concepts between each other, and how do we use all of the knowledge, the facts, the rules in the subjects that we learned, or the field that we are into, and apply that into real world problems. Because only by applying or by solving problems in real life could we be able to remember and truly understand the topic that we are learning. Three of this is the most basic thing that most people are talked about, and it's valid. They are None of these factors can be like any of these three are vital, and if we miss one of them, then it's gonna be really hard or even impossible to become an expert or being good at something. But the fourth one is the most important because it's metacognition. A short definition of metacognition is the ability to be aware of how we think, and learning is all about thinking and to absorbing new knowledge, right? So metacognitions basically help us analyze how we think, how we take in knowledge, how we utilize that, how we really remember the rules, how's our habits in learning, well, how are we distracted? Like those are the examples that I want to list to make it more approachable. So metacognition is all about optimizing and find the best way to utilizing these three previous topics, previous concepts that I have mentioned. How to find the field that we are most talented in, how to put in the most efforts. Like you should have learned, for example, you should have heard of the phrase work smart, not harder, right? That's metacognition. How to put in the right efforts and discipline then to not suffer, because how to write the gold time, how to find the most productive time that our mind when our mind are active, and to learn something, to utilize that, how to how do we approach with finding our own materials, how do we really decide if that's gonna be a good material, and which learning method are we going to choose from. That's all metacognition is, and it's optimized all these three previous concepts to be able to combine these three things into a learning style that is suitable to our own. Because as many people have different lifestyle that is the most optimal to them, it depends. So metacognition allows that to blend in and become and just significantly boost our comprehension speed and our ability to learn and have a deep mastery over something. Side concepts that are also important for learning is the ability to expose that, the ability to access to education at a young age, because education is cumulative and it's truly important for us to build our knowledge on foundation. And when a person don't really receive proper education before that, before 25, or before 25 or maybe even 20, then it's gonna be really hard for them to ever have a deep understanding of mastery of something. That's basically it. Overall, learning are the prerequisites and the most important, one of the most important factor in our life. Learning basically leverage the strong points of humans, which is our mind. Learning have four main concepts: talents, discipline, learning method, and metacognition. That's it for day 86. See ya in day 87. Damn. Oh, I have had a better performance than my previous videos, and I feel good. Certainly feels good about that.